Tonight's Visions is brought to you by your local GMC dealers. GMC, we are professional grade.
Good evening, I'm Vernon Odom. Welcome to Visions. Tonight we have part 2 of our exclusive interview with 3 of the hottest names in showbiz. Here's Visions reporter Art Rubalcava.
This summer's Sugarwater Festival features 3 multifaceted performers: Queen Latifah, Erykah Badu, and Philly's own Jill Scott. I recently sat down for an exclusive backstage interview with the 3 Grammy winners. On this hot summer night at the Tweeter Center, these 3 cool divas performed sultry solo sets. And at the very end, the 3 headliners united on stage to close the show with a tribute to the late R&B legend Luther Vandross.
How did he affect all your styles of music? And I would guess he was an influence on all of you in some way.
You know how many millions of kisses and babies have been, with Luther's music in the background? He mattered to everybody.
Sure.
And because we're here and we have an opportunity to shout him out and give him credit and honor him, we did.
I was blessed to record on his last album, and he was just so cool, down to earth, warm. The studio was warm. I just remember that day. It was like, wow, you coming here and the studio is just warm, and candles and champagne, and I'm like, dang, that's what I'm talking about. Luther Vandross.
Paying homage to Luther is a statement that says that we acknowledge that music is bigger than everything. Music is bigger than religion as far as influence is concerned. It's bigger than politics. It has it's in the DNA of us. And
for sure.
Luther's music specifically, I can remember how something smelled when I hear a certain song from him.
Of course, the other major headline that rocked the music world during the summer of 2005 was Live Aid, the worldwide concert that called for debt cancellation, better aid, and trade justice for the people of Africa.
I think I was more fascinated by the stories of the people who came in here, and people say, well, I left at 4 in the morning to get here and it was still a line, and I'm just glad I made it, and we camped out till what, 6 this morning? And I like to see, because you know what, that's the people that make the difference, the people who show up, people who watch TV. I can live vicariously through them, and I can imagine what it must feel like to be so excited about something that you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to drive, from 4 hours away to get there, to wait for 5 more hours for something to start, that's already begun on another continent. I like when the enthusiasm carries on and becomes something afterwards. It's like, otherwise.
Well, you were just saying earlier that music is bigger than anything, and the fact that music can potentially change the world, save a continent. That's pretty huge stuff.
It does, and it will. People generally ask the question about hip-hop. You see hip-hop is everywhere. They're using hip-hop to sell grapes, water. They always ask the question, where do you think hip-hop is going? It's going to go wherever the people go, and that's the same thing with music. Wherever the people go next, that's where music will go.
And at the end of our session together, there was one final question I just had to know.
Will you ever get used to having people sing your own lyrics back to you? That's got to be about as big of a rush as I can think of.
I've never had that question.
That's a hell of a question. Yeah, I'm like,
I hope not.
No.
Hope not.
I would guess at that moment, where do you go from there? That's it. You're on top of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And sometimes that person singing the lyrics has been the one to get me through the show. That one person
That's
who
right.
just may know it all. It's like people be sitting there studying you, trying to see what you. But I lock eyes with that one right there, right?
What about that one? What about the one that's mouthing all the words, but they don't know it? But they
exactly, but they be
giving it back to you.
So you still getting that energy, so it's all good.
Still, my favorites are the ones that just stand, stare, and cry.
And then cry.
Yeah. Oh, see, I can't take the cries. The cries.
I went to her show.
I just think I'm doing something right.
You definitely doing something right. I like the ones that get drunk and fall over. Drunk. And they're like, I love you, the barbecue, oh, baby. Man, and they be getting in there quiet. I like the ones who just pick the right moment to just be all quiet and perfect and just the one person out of it'd be 10,000 people. You can hear this one person just say something. I always think that's kind of cool.
I love you.
Yes, I try to time that. Sometimes I try. I'm not gonna lie. At concerts, I've tried to time myself and be the one.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Maybe once or twice in my life.
I hear this. Sing Tyrone! Real fast. Get them 3 syllables in right quick. Sing Tyrone.
Well, ladies, thank you very much. Thanks for your
I
time.
love you guys.
I really, yo.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I really.
The Sugar Water Festival wraps up this weekend in Los Angeles. And of course, all the music of these sultry, soulful sisters is available wherever fine music is sold. For Visions, I'm Art Rubalcaba.
When we come right back, celebrities come to town to party for peace. So stay with us.